before all this happened, I had some creative goals. And one of the things I really wanted to do was to focus on my graphic novel and the fact that my creation is steeped deep into a lot of my spiritual expression. It seems like a divine act many times to create things, regardless of what that creation is. And one of the things I held firmly on to is, even though the world feels like it's burning around us, is that, well, at least I now have time to create. But suddenly another wall has come up that is very different than the one I was experiencing before. This creation block. Because I got this far within the first few days of self-isolation. And then I laid on the couch and scrolled through the news and the multiple articles. I talk about how it's nice to get ready in the morning because it feels like I can be productive, then I move on with my day, and I force myself to do that. But sometimes even the act of washing my face and putting the makeup on, that small little bit of creative expression feels like a chore. And like it zapped me of doing everything else, so I don't work on my graphic novel. In a lot of days I need to escape and feel a little bit of joy, so I play with my cat and I try to find a little sweet thing that I'm so grateful for. And by the end of the day, I again am so drained that I don't work on my graphic novel. And I do focus on my job because I have the privilege to work at home, and I know how grateful I should be, and some days I am, but some days it's hard to keep staring at the emails about something that seems so pointless some days, and instead I find myself scanning the news articles and still not working on my creative project. And I know I should get outside more, and then I feel guilty for even sitting down. So I think, oh, I should go on a walk, stay 6 feet apart, but go on the walk. And I think of, well, what's the best way for me to cover my face? Because those masks haven't come in yet. So I find a way to tie a scarf around and think for a second how cute I look and feel a bit creative. But the walk in the deadness of the city around me feels weird. And the fact that I'm scared of even getting too close to other people. They can't even see me smile at them because of the scarf covering my face. And by the time I come home, I don't have the energy to work on my graphic novel. And I'm laying in bed, still scrolling through my phone at the end of afternoons with my window open to at least hear the sounds outside, because after that walk, I haven't left my apartment for several days. A little too afraid of even going outside. And still I don't work on my graphic novel. And now I have to wear my glasses because I've run out of contacts, and there's no way for me to go see an eye doctor. And they hurt with my headphones for work are a little too long, and they'll give me migraines if I don't remember to take them off on a regular basis. And that migraine then prevents me from working on my graphic novel. And some days I get the urge to just sit at my altar, not just in the mornings with my cup of coffee like I usually do, but instead in the middle of the afternoon to stare at the pentagram hanging above it as I try to grapple with what all of this chaos means. And still I'm not working on my graphic novel. And then one day you actually are writing out a new part of the script and everything's working. And you get a phone call that tells you one of your family members have been hospitalized. And then I'm too worried and nervous to focus on anything else, especially my graphic novel. So hopefully I'll feel the need to work on it again soon. And while in any other circumstance I probably would have berated myself, but right now I'm not. And ultimately, it's okay if I'm not productive right now, the same way it's okay if you're not, because this level of stress and uncertainty is a thing. It's whole new boundaries, and I let that guilt kind of weigh on me for a long time, that I have so much privilege, so shouldn't I at least be doing something productive with it? But it's okay if you just want to sit there, scroll through your phone, and deal with everything else.